I'm just gonna information. Oh, a Tirion, okay. Oh, and now we can actually buff the Ashbringer with Krasnov. That's gonna be good. Hello everybody, today we're playing some Taunt Warrior. So this deck revolves around using cards like Into the Fray and Armagedillo to help buff up a bunch of your taunt minions. So we have a lot of taunt minions in here like Ruststeed Raider, Scrap Golem, and Warden that can benefit from the buffs. As well as Infested Goblin, which gives you a couple of 1/1 taunts, which just with either one Into the Fray or one Armadillo become 3/3 taunts for 1 mana each. We have Frightened Flunky to discover more taunts, also Bonechewer Brawler, which is a good 2-drop taunt. But also the new card Information I thought fit really well in this deck. It's a 2-mana spell for Warrior that gives you 2 random taunt minions. So obviously this gives you some more taunts in your hand to apply the buffs to, which is really nice. And then also another new card from Scholomance was Athletic Studies that I decided to add in here, which discovers a Rush minion and your next one costs 1 less. Rush in general, I think, is just a really powerful mechanic to have to help you with board clears and stuff, especially when you're not running a lot of spells in your deck like this one. But also there's a few Rush minions that also have taunts, such as Ruststeed Raider we have in here, so it discounts that as well. There's also Hippogriff that you can discover that also has taunt, so it can also benefit from the buffs. And then also a card I'm trying out in this deck is Playmaker, which is a new Scholomance card. So when you have this minion on the board and then you summon a Rush minion, she summons another copy of the Rush minion for you. It only has 1 health. So this is really powerful with Restless Mummy in particular because it has Reborn obviously, so it's basically just like getting a second Restless Mummy. But it also just works in general with like Athletic Studies, if you find like a cheap minion off of that to play with her, or just using Athletic Studies to say discount Ruststeed Raider, so play Playmaker on 3 and then Ruststeed on 4. Obviously ideally you want to play Playmaker and your Rush minion on the same turn, but we do have taunt minions to play on 2, which can be used to protect her. And then if she survives turn 3, you can just go off with like a Restless Mummy or another taunt minion off of Athletic Studies, so that can be really good. Bulwark of Azzinoth I don't think is super necessary in this deck, but it can buy you some more time to get some extra card draw to either buff taunt minions or just get more resources. Coerce is a really good removal tool. Evil Quartermaster and Livewire Lance are good for the lackeys to help find answers to things. Deathwing can be a good board clear, and then at the highest end we have Troublemaker, which is a good finisher card and gets you a lot of stats for 8 mana. Just a really good card in general. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything, and let's jump into it.
Garrosh versus Lunara!
The forest fights back.
Victory or death!
Druid A. Guess we'll just keep Quartermaster here. Yeah, we'll play that now. Ooh, Krasnov. It's good for the Livewire, so we'll take that. Get some extra lackeys. Bulwark as well.
Step up! This will break your bone. Get knocked down! Job's done.
So far so good, but I know Druid can get pretty crazy pretty fast. Do we take this turn to equip the weapon? Or do I just go double information? He has the coin right, so he could just coin Guardian Animals this next turn. You know, let's go ahead and equip the weapon. I'll swing in to get a lackey. And let's play this guy. This puts more pressure on him, and then we set this up to get buffed with Krasnov next turn. animal guardians. Or guardian animals. Ooh. I don't like that cleave. Yeah, I should have positioned this better. That's really good with the informations. Let's look for a spell first. I can trade and then swing with the weapon. Maybe we can find like an execute.
From nothing.
Sweeping strikes, improve morale. Improve morale kind of works. Can't play Krasnov though. You know what, let's take the improve morale. Lets me swing into this to kill it. Then we get another lackey. We do lose this, so we're not going to be able to buff it with Krasnov, which is kind of bad. But, oh well. Okay. Slam. Take the brawl. And I'm just gonna information.
Job done.
Oh, a Tirion, okay. And Wrath Spike. Nourish. That looks really nice. I'm a little bit tight on hand space right now. I'm thinking Ruststeed into information. This won't get the buffs, but we'll have 4 things. 4 taunts next turn to buff. Yeah, I think we'll have plays for next turn. So let's just do this and information.
What a day. What a lovely day.
Okay. So we have 4 taunts to buff currently. Might draw another one. We have the Bulwark Krasnov combo. That's not great to see. Wrath Spike looks pretty good here actually. Yeah, I don't think it gets any better for Wrath Spike.
The weak shall perish.
So he hits with one of these, the other 2 die. He's left with those. So he can't clear on board. Probably has like bog beams and stuff in hand though. Okay. Actually, this one dies too, so might just drop Tirion this turn. Is he playing any minions? Crystal power. Double crystal power. You just do that to make hand space? I would have saved that for like a mount seller or something. But yeah, I think we just dropped the Ford ring. Oh, and now we can actually buff the Ashbringer with Krasnov. That's going to be good. We can get like 24 damage in off of it. He's going to take 8. Alright. Ooh, Troublemaker. Alright, this is all just too good.
You're in my school now. Don't test me, child.
Should I put Taunt on this? Probably not. I want him to hit in here, so yeah.
You gonna cry?
Nice. I think we just win from here. Because if this dies, we get 5 attack. Yeah, it's over. Ooh. That went very, very well. Beat down.
Garrosh versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Victory or death.
Alright, this is a decent curve, so I'll stick with this. The taunt should definitely be helpful against all the stealth minions Rogue has. Bulwark's also nice. Kinda just want to take the taunt. I don't need like the huge damage spikes from these guys. This can benefit from buffs too if I draw them.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Battle Mage.
Step up.
Okay. Just gonna clear it. Drop Infested Goblin.
These off of me.
Got a lot of taunts. Hopefully we can find our into the Frays.
Hey, loser. Too soon.
Doesn't seem like typical stealth rogue. I think I'm just gonna information, probably armor up. Yeah. I could play one of these, but I'm gonna wait for him to play something more threatening on board that I can actually react to. Because I guess I could play this, but then I just waste the discount. And this, I waste the attack buff if I use it now. Also just looking for buff cards into the Fray Armagedillo.
So many options. Hey, loser!
Yeah, this is a different list from what I've used to seeing. It's not stealth rogue, it's just like aggro rogue. It's interesting. I was thinking just play Teacher's Pet here, but I think I like Hippogriff Hero Power a little better. Clears that, and then he has to trade with his weapon, because this plus Pen Flinger only does 2, so it leaves it at 1 still. I'm gonna do that. Not too concerned about my health total right now because we got a giant wall of taunts, but we do have Bulwark if things get dicey.
Hey, loser!
It's got a spell. Yes.
Too soon.
So any Pen Flingers trades hits me in the face. So we're sitting at 19. Oh, just... Okay. Very protective of that Pen Flinger. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop this guy down.
The gates are open. Job done.
Getting into Troublemaker turn here soon. Might drop Bulwark next turn.
Hey, loser!
Okay, Uses an Eviscerate, not on my face, so that's good. Got another one of those things though. I think his burst potential is pretty limited at this point since he's played both of these and both Eviscerates, so I think I'm fine just playing double taunt here. I'd like to play this, but it doesn't fit into the curve very well because I can't play anything alongside it. So I'm just gonna play this and Teacher's Pet. I'll take the Fen Creeper. Then we can drop one of the Troublemakers next turn and start pressuring him.
Hey, loser!
Fireball, okay.
Wasn't me!
Mistakes were made.
Ooh, poison.
The fires of vengeance burn bright!
I'm gonna play Bulwark here, just to make sure there's no like shenanigans he can pull off that kills me here. It's probably fine to just play Troublemaker, but I'm gonna play it safe, just to be sure. And I'm gonna drop the Fen Creeper. Could also just have weapon removal, but I kinda doubt it.
Home in the shadows.
Hey, look, his first stealth minion.
Hey, loser!
I'm just gonna drop Troublemaker.
You're in my school now.
And I guess I'll just play one of these two. I trust that one of these hits the pen flinger.
You gonna cry?
I mean, face isn't bad either. He's pretty low now, and he's out of resources, so unless this is like secret secret passage, I think he's just done.
I give up.
Nice.
Garrosh versus Rexar. Let the hunt begin. Victory or death.
Facing a lot of aggro decks. Restless Mummy's good, but I think it's too expensive right now. This could be decent. Livewire helps out. I'm leaning towards Faceless. Yeah.
I must choose.
This gives me a play for next turn, but probably doesn't clear if he plays like the 1-3. Then I just waste the discount. Okay, he's just playing studies as well. So I don't have play for this turn, but we have a lot of options for turn 3.
Job done.
I'm just gonna drop Quartermaster.
This will break your blood.
Probably gonna want to save Playmaker to play with one of these.
Students, today's class will be outside.
I think it just play Livewire. See what lackey we get. Rush. Kills that. Let's hit here though. This lives, and then go face. Unfortunately, all I have is rush minions right now. So Restless Mummy clears that, and then we swing, kill this. And then either play Lackey or just hero power.
I wonder.
No tomb can hold me. No tomb can hold me.
Alright, we'll play that. I mean, I was gonna give it rush, but that works too. So I'm looking to play this and Restless on 7, I think. Which probably means I'm playing Faceless this next turn, because I don't want to play Armagedillo when I have nothing to buff. Oh, there's one thing to buff. I think I'm still gonna play Faceless here. It just gets more on board.
How about a move? How about a move?
Doesn't make great use of the rush, but having the 2 4-3 or 4-4s up is good.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
Alright. Oh, there's Into the Fray. Okay, so now we can Playmaker, Restless. Trade. Guess I only need to trade one of them, but we get the extra Restless regardless.
You aren't even ready for this. No tomb can hold me.
We'll do this.
No tomb can hold me.
Trade that one in.
No tomb can hold me.
Assimilate or die!
Cool. That right there is why I think Playmaker is strong. Getting double Restless Mummies, basically.
Well fought. I can see.
Okay. So strong he concedes.